ability.
No
And
problem.
secondly, I also have
Your ability might be too primitive for us, so we're trying to make you understand that Mirza categorically endorsed such celebration because this was by his own
No,
command.
not endorsed. Right? No, no, no,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
On his
command,
hukum,
command.
on his
Of course,
command.
that's what I'm saying. He commanded these celebrations. Why is a God-appointed person, whether you want to discuss it when he was Masih Maud or Mujaddid or Masih Masih or when he was prophet, it doesn't matter. He's still God-appointed according at this stage. In 1897, is God appointed or not? He's God appointed. A God
as
appointed
as a promised
servant.
Messiah or as
Yeah,
a.
yeah. Okay, great, great. How is he breaking the cross by doing?
I'm asking you in in the time you have just mentioned it, he was appointed as what?
You tell me. Any look. Wait, wait, wait. When was he God appointed? Quickly, quickly. Don't waste time. When was he God appointed?
God appointed as a. For me, it's irrelevant. It's
No,
irrelevant.
no, 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 no. Don't play games, please. Tell me when did God appoint him to any stat or to any stat? When is God appointed? That's enough. Because if Allah appoints him to on a status, on a position, that's it. It doesn't matter whether he's Masih Maud or whether he's Masih Masih or Mujaddid or a prophet. These are details. When Allah appoints someone, that's it. That's enough. Okay. Because he claimed himself to be God appointed. He himself claimed that he's God appointed. When was he God appointed? Was it before 1897? Was it before 1897? Simple question.
I'm saying
Brother,
the
was
knowledge
it
of
before
his.
1897 when he was God appointed or afterwards? Tell me.
It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. I'm
No, no, no,
saying
no, no, no,
Can
no,
you
no, no,
tell
no, no.
when was it?
When was it? When was
the
it?
time I don't
When did
remember.
when,
The time I
when
don't
did
remember.
God appoint him to
As
any position?
no,
As Messiah. As Messiah.
as a Messiah,
As
I don't
Messiah?
remember. I don't remember at all. I don't remember.
Was it before
18,
1897?
I don't
18,
remember.
I
No,
tell
I don't
you.
remember the time.
I tell you, no problem. Oh, no problem. 1891, he was claiming to be the Masih Masih, and then 1892, he was the promised Messiah. Now, if you want to ask us, as Adnan's question was, God's appointed. Adnan Bhai, when he wrote Buraheen in 1880, he said that Allah has appointed him to write that book. So he was
मैंने
God appointed.
मैंने ये खुदा से मामूर होकर किताब लिखी
जी 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 Mulham or Mahmud.
जी
Basically, he was claiming to be receiving revelation and being under divine command to write the Buraheen in 1880.
Okay, now it's clear. It's clear. Thank you very much. It's clear. We have date and we have his claim that he was God appointed long before 1897. So clearly he's God appointed in 1897. Tell me how a God appointed, whoever, is commanding his followers to celebrate Jubilee of the head of the Church of England, which is the most powerful church by this time in the world because it has the backing of the empire, the British Empire.
So is that not a compatible with breaking the cross, right? That's what you are trying to prove, right?
No, we're asking you a
Yes.
question. How is that compatible?
Yes, Adnan?
Yeah, how is that compatible? Yeah, we're asking you, how is that compatible?
Okay. In order to prove his success in breaking the cross, I don't need to quote his books or his literature or his success. I'm going to quote your own scholars, in which you interrupted me. You said
Listen,
that.
listen. Our scholars think he's a kafir. Our scholars think he was a murtad. He left Islam out of choice. Don't quote our scholars
Astaghfirullah.
about him because you don't know. What do you mean, astaghfirullah? You said our scholars. Our scholars unanimously, all denominations of Islam, they believe he was a murtad kafir. So don't mention them. I'm asking you, the Ahmadi, who is an Ahmadi out of choice. Tell me how a God appointed whatever, Masih Maud or Masih Masih or Mujaddid or a prophet, call him what you like, by 1897, what prompted him to serve the greatest symbol of the cross in the world? In the world.
Why should I not quote your scholars?
Because I told you they declared him to be a murtad. No, bring him back. It's entertaining. I'm enjoying this. I'm sure everyone watching. Look, how is Qadianis don't have anyone for the last 8 months who can actually come and defend Mirza on these things? None of them. They don't have anyone who can actually, they tried. They tried. And actually, one of them agreed with me on these points that the British Empire was racist, was tyrannical, was unjust, okay, and was an absolute disaster, right? And still, they claim that Mirza was in his right, or he was doing the right thing when he was serving the British Empire.
Adnan.
This is a service, doing
Adnan.
chiraga. When you light your houses, when you light your town, when you light up your town, and then you put lamps saying, God save the Queen, God save the Queen. What the hell is going on? And this is supposed to be a God-appointed Mujaddid, Masih
By
Masih Maud,
Adnan
and Prophet.
Adnan
Yes.
wait, brother, wait. Just to put into perspective, he came to break the cross, and he's commanding his followers to celebrate the 50 years ahead of the cross by saying What they're saying, God save the emperors. Saving of the emperors is actually implying to save the cross. Did he come
Finished?
to break the cross or save the cross?
Have you finished?
No, I'm not finished. If you don't answer, you'll be go home.
No. Is it
What do you mean
this
by
way
no?
that it's
brother.
gonna be?
Sorry,
Is it
what
this
you
way that it's gonna be?
go,
Yes, it's gonna be like that because you are just
brother
beating around the
Martino,
bush.
brother Martino. I'm sure you have a
In which
conscience.
you ask
I'm
and
sure
you don't
you
want.
have shame. I'm sure you have some honor, some honor. Please answer our question. We are being very gentle and kind with. Please answer our question. Was he right in serving the British Empire in this way? Was he okay? First question. Let's go step by step. Let's make it easy. Was Mirza right in celebrating the
Let me
Jubilee
answer. Let me answer your
for
question.
Queen Victoria in 1897?
Let me answer your question.
Yeah,
How
yes or
come?
no? Was he right or wrong?
How
Wait.
come?
Was he right? First of all, did he do it? Did he do it? Wait, 1897, brother Martino. We're trying to be more reasonable. Go step by step, brother Martino. Did Mirza command his followers and his son-in-law in particular to celebrate Jubilee in 1897, June 1897? Yes or no? Let's be very gentle. Yes or no?
Yes or no question that doesn't work because you don't accept it. Imtiaz didn't
Brother,
accept it.
please don't
Imtiaz
do
doesn't
this to
accept.
yourself. Don't
You know,
did Mirza? It must be it must be a very difficult question for you to answer because
no,
you're
no,
struggling. You
no,
know
no, no,
deep inside. No,
no,
wait.
no.
Deep inside,
Wallah,
you know this
wallah,
is messed up, man. This is
wallah,
messed up. This
wallah,
is so bad, and that's
wallah,
why you're not taking it up.
wallah,
That's why
it's
you're not
not.
taking because
Wallah, it's not.
your fitra is fighting it. Yeah,
Wallah, it's
go on.
not. If Imtiaz
Wallah, it's
doesn't
not. Then
accept,
answer my question. Did Mirza command his followers and his son-in-law specifically to celebrate? Yes or no? Did Mirza do that? It's black and white.
do you want
Yes or
me to
no?
answer in yes or no?
I'm asking a yes or no question. Did he or did he not? Did he command his followers, his son-in-law, to celebrate the Jubilee in that way to the extent that they put with lamps on the walls? God save the Queen. Yes or no?
According to the reference you showed, yes. According to reference,
Good, brilliant. We're getting somewhere now. Was he right in doing
mhm.
this or was he wrong?
There's nothing wrong there.
So he was right.
Yes,
He was
What will
right.
you do now?
yes.
No, wait. This is amazing. The fact that he is taking so long to endorse an action of his own prophet, this shows that his fitra is fighting him. His fitra is actually fighting him. His inner disposition cannot accept it. He knows this is evil. He knows this is evil. What he did, what Mirza did was evil. That's why he cannot say yes. That's why.
But
This is not a joke. I mean, if look, if someone
Adnan,
asked me,
Adnan,
if someone
Adnan,
asked me,
Adnan,
an action of
Adnan,
my prophet Muhammad
let's,
Rasulullah at any time, I will say
let's
yes without thinking.
let's
Without
not talk
thinking.
let's not talk over each other. I think you have invited me with all respect. So your intention is, I believe your intention is good in order to guide me.
Inshallah,
So you have
absolutely.
to.
Inshallah,
I
brother.
think I
Yes.
think I think there must be a flow of conversation. When you speak, then you allow me to speak,
Brother, you're
right?
not being reasonable with us. You're
No,
not being
it doesn't
reasonable
work
with
like.
us.
Please,
Look,
what I'm
look,
asking you is that don't impose your answer upon me. It doesn't work
I'm
like
not.
that.
I'm not. I'm not. Look,
Okay.
I showed you something so heavy, something so powerful, something so because you questioned it. How did he serve? How did he serve? So Imtiaz Bhai pulled up that ref and he put it on the screen. We read it, we translated it, and we showed you practically how Mirza served not only the empire but the empress, the queen, who was the greatest representation of the cross in the world at the time. She was actually directly involved in basically spreading the cross.
Adnan bhai,
Have you finished?
Adnan
Yeah,
bhai, just
yeah.
by 1 minute, by 1 minute. Just Adnan bhai, let's make it even more direct and more practical for him to see this problem here. Is it true, Bashir bhai, that Mirza Ghulam Qadiani said that there are two parts of my religion: to obey Allah and to obey the British Raj?
Yes, that's a fact.
Okay, now in Quran, Adnan bhai, do we have Atiullah wa Atiur Rasul? Adnan is right.
Absolutely. The Quran says,
Now,
Ya ayyuhalladhi.
basically,
Yeah.
Mirza Ghulam Qadiani here, he replaced the Atiur Rasul part with the Ata of the British Raj. Is it okay as well?
Yes. So the Quran is saying, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu ati'u Allah wa ati'u Rasul wa ulil amri minkum. So what Mirza was doing, the game he played, that the ulil amri minkum part is why I serve the British Empire. But then the beginning of the verse says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. Oh, who you believe. Minkum refers to the believers. It doesn't refer to the greatest enemy of the believers in the world at the time, the
I
British
think.
Empire. Okay? Yes.
Okay, I heard it very well. I think we have some difference of interpretation of that ayah. The way we interpret it and the way the Sunni Muslim interpret that ayah is different.
Brother,
But
we're not discussing your interpretation. We're discussing black and white facts. Was
We
no, wait. Was the British Empire the greatest representation of the cross in the world in the 19th century? Yes or no?
politically, yes.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely amazing. Now we're getting somewhere. Did Mirza wholeheartedly, diligently, and he was dedicated to the service of the British Empire
How?
to the extent that, huh?
By praising them? By praising them is our
No,
service?
by serving, by celebrating their
No, he
their
said
jubilee.
मेरे दीन के दो उसूल हैं, अल्लाह की इताअत और अंग्रेज की इताअत.
Exactly. He said,
He said that my
my
religion
religion
has
has two
two
parts.
parts.
Two parts. One is to obey Allah, and the other one is to obey the British government.
Well, that's
And you just said the British
what,
government was the greatest representation of the cross in the world in the 19th century.
that's what ulil amr minkum.
No,
Hello,
no.
ulil is at
There's
number
no
3.
translation in the
Atiullah
word that
wa atiur rasula wa ulil amri minkum.
Yes.
He said that मेरे दीन के दो हिस्से हैं, अल्लाह की इताअत और अंग्रेज की इताअत. My religion has two parts: obey Allah and obey the British Raj.
where's the Rasul? What happened to the Rasul?
So
It's
let me
like
answer your question.
Musa.
You
It's like Musa alayhi
no,
salam. Imagine if Musa
Adnan,
alayhi salam.
Adnan,
Wait.
brother
Imagine if
Adnan.
Musa alayhi salam.
I-
Imagine if Musa alayhi salam came to Banu Israel when they were being oppressed, and he said to them, "My religion has two parts. One is to serve Allah. The second is to serve the Pharaoh." What do you think Banu Israel would do to him?
You
What do you think they
you
would
are
do?
adding more layer to your question, and you are not
Yes.
allowing me to answer.
Oh my
Okay.
My
goodness.
answer is how come Mirza served British government and did what the British government wanted, which is to spread the cross. How come your scholar was commending him that he
Oh
was the
my
greatest
goodness.
champion of defeating the cross? This
Okay.
is my
Our
my,
scholar,
my, my question.
our scholar, not Quran, is not Sunnah, is not history. Our scholars made some blunder, massive blunder. Now you're going to use one of their blunders to defend Mirza?
So is that a
your
blunder?
defense? No, is that absolutely? If someone, even if I said it, that Mirza was a great defender of Islam against Christianity, I lied, I was mistaken, I was not aware, I was ignorant. Even if I said it, forget
So,
about anyone else.
so your
Forget.
scholar was lying?
Oh
No,
my
he was
goodness.
mistaken. He was mistaken. He was mistaken. He was simply not aware of the history. Mirza, most of our scholars, let me explain something. Most of our scholars do not read Mirza's books because they don't want to specialize. There are those who specialize. And they are not the majority, right? They have written books on Mirza. They've explained how Mirza. Okay. So we take those guys serious. If you want to do engineering, don't quote someone who is an expert in theology. Okay. If you want to specialize in something, you go to the specialists. So you go to those scholars who specialized on Mirza, right? Dr. Asrar Ahmad by far was not an expert on the Qadiani. I don't
So he was mistaken,
I don't know
right?
if he ever engaged with the Qadianis like we have been for the last 8 months, right?
So he was
Or other
mistaken, right?
scholars.
He was mistaken.
How is he a defense for Mirza? Tell me.
Adnan bhai, he only
Let's say he
wanted.
said something.
Adnan bhai, he only
Wait,
wanted to go.
Imtiaz bhai, Imtiaz bhai, 1 second. Imtiaz bhai, 1 second. 1 second, be patient. This is very important. Dr. Asrar Ahmad is not a defense for Mirza. Mirza served the British Empire. He served the greatest representation of the cross. We have just established it. It doesn't matter who says what about him. It doesn't matter. The reality is Mirza did not break the cross. He cemented the cross. He cemented the cross by celebrating jubilees. Are you deaf, dumb, and blind? Are you that blind that you're going to go, just because Dr. Asrar made a blunder, I'm going to believe in Mirza, despite the fact that the British Empire was the greatest representation of the cross in the world.
Okay, and then there's one point you mentioned there. It's a very important point. You said that there are some scholars who specialize in Mirza's work, and those are the reference.
Listen, are you going to engage the
He
point
has
or not?
already successfully dodged your question, Adnan bhai. He has already dodged your question successfully.
We've dealt with this question. We have dealt with this question. Don't quote our scholars because Dr. Asrar Ahmad believed Mirza was a kafir.
I'm not quoting Dr. Asrar. I'm not quoting Dr. Asrar.
Okay, so stop it now. Tell me, was Mirza right serving the British Empire like the way he did? Yes or no?
Okay, this is my final answer. This is my final answer to this question, which is a very good question.
Was he right?
Let me answer. This is my final
First, tell me
answer.
yes. Tell me, and then you can give details. I promise I'm going to give you 1
No,
minute
no,
to
no.
give details.
I'm not going to answer with a yes or no. I know your tactic.
Your prophet does something and you are reluctant to say he was right or wrong? Oh my God. Your prophet, can you believe it? Is this the level of conviction you have in Mirza? You can't even say that he did something right. He did it. We stand by it. Like me, if you ask me what the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ did, I will without thinking, I will say, Allahu Akbar, we stand with the Prophet. We have been saying it in the whole world that I stand by every single teaching of Rasulullah ﷺ, whether you like it or not. I don't care. I stand by it because I have believed in it. You don't have the guts and the courage to do that for your Prophet. Was he right or wrong? Was he right or wrong? Was he right or wrong? Was he right or wrong?
Have you finished?
Was he right or wrong?
By praising British government, he was right.
No. By serving the British Empire, the greatest representation of the cross in the world. Was he right or wrong?
He didn't serve the British government.
Sorry, he
He didn't
didn't.
serve the
So we
British government
wasted.
as well.
So we wasted our time reading that page to you. And there's a lot more.
Habibi, Habibi
He
Adnan,
said,
then
my religion has two parts. No, no, it tells me this is getting very interesting. My religion has two parts. One is to serve Allah. The second is to serve the British government. And you're telling me he didn't serve the British government?
Okay, have you finished?
Okay, wait. Was he right in saying this? Brother, I'm asking a question about
Allow,
your own prophet. Wait,
allow
he
me to
said,
answer. Yes,
my religion has
yes,
two parts. Was he right?
I'm going to answer.
Okay, was he right? Yes or no? Look, you can say yes, he was right, or you can say no, he was wrong. Which one is it? Was he right to say? Was he right to say that my religion has two parts? One is to serve Allah. Second is to serve the British government. Was he right to say this?
Serving the British government as a loyal citizen.
It doesn't
Yes.
matter. Details. No, we're not discussing the details. Was he right in making this
Why?
statement?
Why the detail doesn't matter? Why?
Brother, you know why you're fighting your fitrah? Because you're an African.
No.
Africans
oh
know.
my
Africans.
goodness.
Africans. Wait. Africans know what the British did in Africa, the empire. Africans know. That's why your fitrah cannot accept it. This is your African fitrah.
Yeah, and
Before you,
I just want to ask one question. What country is he from? Is it Ghana, Nigeria? But it's
He
okay.
will not, he will say it is irrelevant.
it doesn't tell us, but I'll tell you one thing. Africans know well what the British Empire did in Africa. They know. If you want to read a book titled Scramble for Africa. Scramble for Africa. An amazing book that will document what colonialism did to Africa.
And
Okay.
they're still doing it because now it's neo-colonialism. The
Exactly.
currency in Nigeria and Ghana is tied to the pound, and yeah, and the French are doing.
This is Mirza Rouhani Khazain, volume 50 and page 155. The book is Taryaqul Qulub. मेरी उम्र का अक्सर हिस्सा इस सल्तनत अंग्रेजी की तायद और हिमायत में गुजरा है. Most of my life has spent in serving, in agreeing with, to translate word by word, most of my life has been spent in agreeing with and following this government. और
And
मैंने
supporting,
मुमानत
and support
जिहाद और
Himayat,
अंग्रेजी
supporting.
and supporting. Yeah, Taid is agreeing and Himayat is supporting. Yes. So most of my life has been spent in agreeing and supporting the English government or the British government. मैंने मुमानियत जिहाद और अंग्रेजी इताअत के बारे में इस कदर किताबें लिखी हैं. I have written so many books in preventing or prohibiting jihad and in obedience to the British Raj that इस कदर किताबें लिखी हैं और इश्तिहार शाया की हैं कि अगर वो रसाइल और किताबें इकट्ठी की जाएं तो 50 अलमारियां इनसे बस. I have written so many pamphlets and books in service to the British in prohibiting jihad that if we were to put these books and pamphlets together, 50 cabinets can be filled. Allahu Akbar. What a great service to the British Empire, especially when it was committing the greatest atrocities in the history of humanity. And this is why in British India, many Muslims were resisting the British rule because it was so oppressive and so tyrannical. Okay. And Mirza was cementing the British rule.
The
Yes.
person, according to his own, Abai, according to his own claim, the person God appointed to break the cross, he is confessing that I have spent most of my life in agreeing,
Most of my life.
Aksar issa, most of my life in agreeing and supporting the British government. And then he says on the top of that,
In particular, prohibiting
jihad,
prohibiting any resistance against it.
and
Yes.
अंग्रेज की इताअत, and to obey the British Raj, same thing. मेरे दीन के दो हिस्से हैं, अल्लाह की इताअत और अंग्रेज की इताअत. My religion has two parts. And this, it's very disappointing seeing all of that and then saying, so what? Subhanallah. Look at the audacity. Look at the perverted fitra. And this was Adnan by the same guy. This Martino guy was the same. I asked him last time. I said that Mirza Ghulam Qadiani is saying that the miraculous birth of Jesus is no more virtuous than thousands of insects coming in the rainy season automatically. He said, I have no problem to say that. Can you imagine? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran about Isa alayhi salam, wajihan fi dunya wal akhirah wa minal muqarrabin, that this prophet of man Isa, he is the wajih. He has this wajahat, in dunya and akhirah, and wa minal muqarrabin, and he is from those who are close to Allah. And this guy is saying that his miraculous birth is comparable to thousands of insects, amoebas coming from the earth spontaneously in the rainy season. I mean, if this person has this much, and he said, I have no problem in that. Wallah, he said, I have no problem in that. How would you, Wallah, it's very painful that how people can go this far.